Hello, David Zaritsky from the Bond Experience. Welcome back. What am I doing? It's 95 degrees out. It is like 87% humidity, and I'm wearing a wool sweater. Why? It's for you. It's for you. It's all for you. It's actually to show you this particular shoulder holster. Now, in the poster, the now very, very famous poster, you see Bond wearing a particular brown, maybe even like a Cordovan type of shoulder holster. Well, that is one that was custom made specifically for the film. So chances are we aren't going to find that unless we find the leather maker, the holster maker. Let's not hold our breath. However, some eagle-eye Bond fans out there have found one that's nearly identical. And this is the one that I'm wearing right now. This is the Kirkpatrick leather holster, specifically for the PPK. Now what's great about this is Kirkpatrick has been around for eons. Let me take this off. Excuse the pun, by the way. They've been making leather holsters since probably the early 50s. And they've always done an amazing job, first of all, making everything in the US. All the different parts, all the different pieces. And what's great about this particular one in general is it's sized specifically for you. What does that mean? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. You see, these things are custom. It's not a one size fits all. First of all, if you can kind of get some of the details on there, you'll see that these are handmade. There isn't a machine somewhere making this. They cut these and make these specifically for you. So as you order them, it sometimes takes several weeks to make. For example, this one took about 4 or 5 weeks. And it's molded, as you can see, for the PPK. These particular little rivets and everything like that have the little screw heads on them are so you can adjust them. And you can see some of the adjustments right here. Now, with this type of a shoulder holster, there's 2 types of adjustments. They ask you first when you order them, what size do you need it for? Now this is a small, because they make this for all different size guys. So their small fits more like a medium, and I'm glad that I did get the small. But even when you get it, you want to adjust it with these particular screws on either side. So that's the second type of adjustment. Ordering it, getting the right size, and then adjusting these. And you can see on the back how they can be adjusted to different size. And I want to warn you, there's a lot of videos on YouTube about adjusting these. It kind of is a 2-person job. It's hard to do it on your own. The other adjustment that you need to make, which I guess would be the third one, is this particular piece on the back. So there's enough bend and slack to it. Because this right here, as you can see, will actually give a little bit. So when you put these on, and you've seen, this whole Steve McQueen thing, is you definitely want to put on the leather side first. So you want to put on the leather side, make sure your gun is in there comfortable. You can see how it's kind of resting on my shoulder right now. You want to actually pull this particular piece, the elastic, bring your arm through, and then bring it down. Now, one of the things you don't want to do when adjusting yourself with this is make sure that there's too much play. You don't want it hanging down, you don't want it hanging too high, because ultimately you've got to get to this pretty quick. So you've got to be able to take it out in a very quick fashion. Do you need to put it back in a quick fashion? Not really. You can nest it in there, but you want to make sure that your snap gives, so you want to play with it a little bit. I'm using a dummy PPK right now. I don't want to play with it using a real one. Snap, bring it out. It comes out very quickly. The other thing that you want to do with these shoulder holsters is you want to test out just how much this can actually hide within a jacket. So what better jacket to use right now than this particular one, the John Varvatos, because let's face it, that's what he wears. So we're going to put on the John Varvatos, because I'm not hot enough. Why couldn't I have filmed this in the winter? So now we've got a John Varvatos medium on, we've got the holster, we've got the gun in there, and sure enough, this is live TV, people, that's why I can't zip my zipper. There we go. Now we've got it inside. You can see that it's not bulging too much. There's still a good amount of play. You can see a little bit of the gun actually kind of poking a little bit, but the most important thing is that I'm able to reach in, snap the side, and then pull the gun out very quickly. That's a good holster. So the Kirkpatrick one, short of finding the exact leather maker and the exact holster maker to get ourselves a gun, I think it's the best bet out there. From a review standpoint, I was very happy, really well made, good family, good company, and you know something? You can get used to this pretty quickly. This has been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. We'll talk to you soon.